Hey there, YouTube. So I was watching the news last night, and they had this lady on the news. She's from Wallingford. That's the next town over from us. And they were talking about how hard it is nowadays to buy groceries and feed your family and everything. And so this lady, she was asked by the interviewer, so how much is your overall income, your household income? And the lady said, oh, $150,000. And this was about a food bank in Wallingford, how they're having food shortages. There's not enough food for everybody to go around. And this lady was there getting food for her family, and she makes $150,000 a year. Oh, do you see my cat? Hello, baby. I love you. Hello, honey. Oh, I love your little face. I love your little face. This lady makes $150,000 a year. She's probably got a huge house, several large cars. And meanwhile, a single mother of four, a waitress, not even making $30,000 a year, living at home with their parents, trying to scrape by a living. And guess what? When she gets to the food bank, there's not going to be anything there. All because of this lady makes $150,000 a year, and now she can't afford college for her kids. She's saying that she's trying to save money, put money aside for her kids' college. You think that single mother of four, waitress, you think she's gonna save money for her kids' college? No. You know what? They're gonna probably grow up to be outstanding people who went to community college, didn't waste their money on some prestigious college that costs an arm and a leg, because what's the point of that? Who cares where you went to college? I certainly don't. I have no idea how college even works. I never went there, and I'm glad I didn't, because look at me now. I was just so floored when I heard this lady say, well, I need to pay for my mortgage, I have my car bill, and my kids' college I need to pay for. And she's there at the food bank, and during a food shortage at the food bank, they think they're entitled to poor people's things. Meanwhile, the poor person feels like they're not worthy of anything. The mother of four, she probably doesn't even go to the food bank. I don't even know what it's like to make $150,000 a year. That's with her and her husband combined. They make that much. But she said, well, you know, that's before taxes. That's still a lot of money, lady. Still a lot. Alright guys, I'm at work. It's the day before Mother's Day, and it's kind of like a little Christmas for the massage biz. So I'm gonna go help sell some gift certificates. Okay, bye-bye. Hey YouTube, I really need to stop parking under this tree. Look at all these little petals, and they're all over my trike. Oh, what a mess. Oh boy. I am not done with work. I have to go back and give a 90-minute massage. I'm so hungry. I need to eat something. Bye. So I'm going to Starbucks. Starbucks isn't too far away. I'm having a pretty good day today. It got really nice out. It's nice and blue. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. It's gonna be rough because my mama passed away February of last year, and it's just stuff like like Mother's Day and her birthday and all the holidays. It's tough, you know, not having Mama around. People say it gets easier, but honestly, like, I don't think it does. I don't think it'll ever get easier. I mean, maybe it doesn't get easier, but it evolves. Like, your grief evolves with time. Everybody's so different, you know. They handle their grief very differently from one another. And for me, I was always fearful of death since I was a child, and I used to think, man, I don't know what I would do when my parents die. What am I gonna do? And it always weighed on my mind since I was a child. So I try to prepare myself for that day when it does come. I was always trying to prepare myself, but there's no amount of preparation that you can do. It's just, no matter what you do, you're always gonna be hit with complete devastation and loss. And even for a person like me who believes that there is definitely, like for me, I have 100% true proof that there is an afterlife. I believe it with every fiber of my being. And still, I miss my mom because I'm worried about her, and I hope she's doing all right up there, you know? If she's not doing all right, then I'm gonna have to rescue her somehow when it's my time. All right, I'm going in. Wish me luck. Hello. Is this me? That's not me. That's not me. I feel kind of funny here, sitting here with my helmet on. Look at my bike. Isn't that a beautiful bike? That's a beautiful bike. Hi, Melanie? Oh, thank you. There we go. Vagabond Mel. Got my sandwich. My client comes at 4:30, and it's getting kind of late now. I don't know what time it is. I know my trike has a clock on it, but that's not the right time. It's later than 3:35. Here we go, guys. Oh, I always forget to do that. I do like driving around town on my trike on days like this. What the hell? I don't know if this is true. I just heard it yesterday that Trump is trying to suspend habeas corpus, and I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds like that, habeas corpus. And what that is it protects people, not just citizens, but it protects all people from being arrested and thrown in jail without a trial. Trump did this through the Enemies Aliens Act, where he was able to snatch people off the street and lock them up just by doing that law, that we are supposedly at war with Venezuela. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. So we're supposedly at war, and that's why he's able to enact the Aliens Enemy Act. But the thing is, there's 17 different intelligence agencies that all work for the government, and not one of them said we're not at war. They said we're not at war. That's why the judges say that this won't work anymore. You can't use this as an excuse to get rid of people. So now, instead of using that Aliens Enemies Act, now they're switching to Habeas Corpus, which isn't just for people we're at war with. It's pretty much for everybody. I shouldn't park under that tree. I'll park right here instead. It's because he just wants to get rid of immigrants for some reason, which I can't figure out why. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, give him a massage, eat my snack. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm out of work, and I just want to tell you guys why habeas corpus is so important and why it's in the Constitution, and it's probably like one of the most important things in our country that makes us considered a free country, besides freedom of speech, freedom of religion. And then there is habeas corpus. I'm going to tell you a story why it's important. So not all countries have this, and I'm pretty sure China, it seems like China is one of these countries that don't have it. Okay, so listen to this. In China, there was a YouTuber. He was a very poor man. He had many children, like 4 to 10 children, and he was all by himself, living in very poor conditions. So he went on YouTube or TikTok, one of these things, and he ended up asking people for money, and he got a lot of money, a lot of help from people who were supporting him. And then another guy with a camera, probably a YouTuber or a TikToker, I don't know which one, he found out where this man lives, the poor man with all these children. He somehow found out where he lives, and it was in very poor conditions, and he saw one of the children outside, and he's like, "Oh, hey little boy, is your father home?" And this was all on camera, by the way. And the little boy is like, "Oh, no, Poppy's not home, but my mom is home. I gotta go feed my mom." And he had a plate of food, and he was going off somewhere, walking away. And then the YouTuber was like, he's like, "Oh, little boy, wait, but your mother lives with you?" Because, supposedly this man was all by himself with all these children. But come to find out, the little boy went to deliver the meal to his mother. The YouTuber followed the little boy. Now this is the woman was in this cell type of place. It was a cell. I don't know if there was any windows. It looked sparse, and it seemed like she was chained to the bed, like she was being held prisoner. And the YouTuber had no idea what to do. He just didn't know. I don't think he saved her right then and there, because he was very confused as to what was going on. But he captured all this on video. And so, okay, this happened like right before the Olympics started in China. China had the Olympics. I don't know if it was Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics, but it wasn't too long ago. And this happened right before the Olympics. And China got very upset at this, because this became viral. This video went viral about this man who was keeping his wife imprisoned, shackled in the house. And so So guess what the Chinese government does? You would never guess this. They didn't like how this story went viral. They didn't like how it made their country look horrible. Like, this horrible thing happened and China was very embarrassed and upset. So you know what they do? They arrest not the man keeping his wife chained up. They arrest the YouTuber who exposed the whole thing. They arrest the YouTuber for stirring up trouble right before the Olympics because it was bad press for China. So, yeah, that actually happened. The YouTuber got in trouble. I don't even know if he's out of jail or what's going on with him. I should check up on that. But I did check up on the wife. Like, luckily, eventually, she was released and put into a facility where she's recovering. And she just kept popping out kids. He kept her chained up in the house, and he'd have his way with her, and she would kept delivering babies, and something was wrong with her. She had some kind of mental illness, I guess. Maybe I think she had like a really high fever at one point, and it messed with her brain, or either that or she got knocked on the head. Something weird happened. So she was like a very slow. It's just all messed up. That whole situation's messed up. But you know what? The government was able to arrest this YouTuber without having to take him to court. There was no judge. They just disappeared him, basically. And that was that. And they were able to do that because they don't have the same constitution as we do in the States. The way we have it set up is the government's not allowed to disappear us. You know, we have the press is on our side. Usually, I don't know. And as long as you're a good person, the press is on your side. But yeah, we got the judges on our side. Usually, as long as we're good people, supposedly they're supposed to be on our side. So anyway, I'm thinking, let's not get rid of this habeas corpus, because you know what? I bet the only countries that have this are China, Russia, and North Korea. Those are the three countries I can think of that the government is allowed to just disappear people whenever they want without any due process. And why would we want to become like them, guys, you know? Where everything is strictly monitored and there's no free speech. There is another thing I want to touch on, and it really resonated with me. You know how Trump is going crazy with all these tariffs, and people have theories as to why he wants to raise the tariffs, and none of these theories resonated with me except for one really made sense. And it's not about bringing back manufacturing to the States. It's something more sinister than that. Okay, now just hear me out. So I think Trump would like to eliminate federal income taxes. That's why he cut everything. So he cut the income taxes because he's going to collect the money. America's money is going to come from tariffs instead. And he doesn't care who pays the tariffs. If people don't have to pay income taxes, that means the rich people get richer. So when grandma goes to the store to buy batteries or some light bulbs, she's paying, I don't know, 25% more than what they're actually worth just because of tariffs. And in the meantime, the CEO of Meta is paying the exact same income tax as grandma on some batteries and some light bulbs. But the thing is that it's equal across the board, that everyone pays the same tariff tax. The grandma's not going to have any securities anymore. There's not going to be any FEMA if there's a flood. You guys, I gotta go because my battery for the GoPro is dying, so I'm gonna let you go here. I'm rambling anyway. Okay, see you later. Peace out. Happy Mother's Day. Bye bye.